Hello, today I would like to discuss about deep learning. Deep learning, one of the machine learning technique that learns features directly from data. Why deep learning is required? When the amount of data is increased, machine learning techniques are insufficient. Various machine learning algorithms are there. We have applied various algorithms on data, but if data is increased, data is complex, then machine learning algorithms are not sufficient to predict the output. Therefore, deep learning is come into picture. Huge number of data, then deep learning is used. Machine learning techniques are insufficient when the amount of data is increased in terms of performance, and deep learning gives better performance like accuracy. See the graph, amount of data and performance, x and y axis. Here machine learning techniques and deep learning. See the performance of deep learning. Big amount of data. Applications of deep learning: speaker recognition, image classification, natural language processing, or recommendation systems. What is the difference between deep learning and machine learning? Machine learning covers deep learning. Whenever features are given machine learning manually. In machine learning, we have to suppose this is the image of cat. In machine learning, we have to extract the features manually. We have to gather the features of that image and gives the feature extraction is given in machine learning, that is manually. We have to give the feature extraction and then it will give the output to predict the image, it is a cat or not. In deep learning, it is only we have to give the input of image here. Here after giving input of image and feature extraction also we have to manually give, and then it will classify. But here in deep learning we have to give only image, it will automatically extract the features from the image and classify and give the output in deep learning. This is the major difference between deep learning and machine learning. Manual process is required here for feature extraction, here it will do automatically. Three types of neural networks are used in deep learning. Why deep learning is required if machine learning algorithms are there? Because huge amount of data, it cannot handle by machine learning, therefore we have to use deep learning. The different types of neural networks are used in deep learning, such as convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, and artificial neural networks. In case of logistic regression, the learning function is a sigmoid function that tries to separate the two classes. Data is divided into two classes in logistic regression. In logistic regression algorithm learns the linear decision boundary. It cannot learn decision boundaries for non-linear data like this one. This is the non-linear data and this is linear data. In logistic regression algorithm, it learns the linear decision boundary, but it cannot learn decision boundaries for non-linear data. Means linear, it is connected with previous data in linear, and non-linear, it is not connected with previous data, it is independent. Similarly, every machine learning algorithm is not capable of learning all the functions. Therefore, different activation functions are there, and machine learning algorithm is not capable of learning all the functions. Therefore, this limits the problems these algorithms can solve that involve a complex relationship. Here, feature engineering is a key step in the model building process. We are to building a model in machine learning as well as deep learning. Feature engineering is a key step in the model building process. It is a two-step process: feature extraction, feature selection. In feature extraction, we extract all the required features for our problem statement. And in feature selection, we select the important features that improve the performance of our machine learning or deep learning model. Feature extraction and feature selection, two-step process in feature engineering. In feature extraction, we extract all the required features, and select feature selection, we select the important features, extract and select for performance of our, improve the performance of our machine learning or deep learning model. Suppose consider an image classification problem. Extracting features manually from an image. This is the image of car. We have to extract the feature manually from that image, and then gives input, and feature extraction are provided as input, and then it classification, it does classification and predict the output. It is a car or not. It is an extremely time consuming process. Therefore, to reduce the time and performance, we have to go for deep learning. We can automate the process of feature engineering, means combination of feature extraction and classification in deep learning. It will automatically does feature extraction of that image and predict the output. That is a deep learning. These different types of neural networks in deep learning: artificial neural network, convolutional neural network, and recurrent neural network. In artificial neural network, single neuron can be imagined as a logistic regression. In artificial neural network, it is a group of multiple perceptrons or multiple neurons at each layer. ANN is also known as feed-forward neural network because inputs are processed only in the forward direction. Means it goes into one direction. This ANN consists of three layers: input, hidden and output layer. The input layer accepts the input, the hidden layer processes the input, and output layer produces the result. Essentially, each layer tries to learn certain weights. ANN can be used to solve problems related to tabular data, image data, or text data. Advantages of artificial neural network: it is capable of learning any non-linear function. Hence, these networks are popularly known as universal function approximators. ANN have the capacity to learn weights that map any input to the output. One of the main reasons behind universal approximation is the activation function. Activation functions introduce non-linear properties to the network. This helps the network learn any complex relationship between input and output. It will gather, suppose these are the neurons, so many various neurons are in our brain, like that. We have to take the number of neurons and give the data is distributed into neurons, and then every neuron have some weight. Every node have some weight: x1 w1, x2 w2, x3 w3, like that xn wn. We have to give the summation, all the signals we have to gather into one group, that is summation of all the signals. Then it performs applying activation function on that, and it predicts the output in only 0 to 1 form, which nodes are active or not. Using activation function, it will calculate the result. If why activation function is required? If activation function it is not available, the network only learns the linear function and can never learn complex relationships. See, input, it will give summation, and then applying activation function, and it will give the output. This is the output. This is the working of ANN. While solving an image classification problem using ANN, the first step is to convert a two-dimensional image into a one-dimensional vector prior to training the model. This has two drawbacks. The number of trainable parameters increases drastically with an increase in the size of the image. Image classification using ANN. First, image is converted into pixels, and then convert two-dimensional image into one-dimensional vector. Therefore, the number of trainable parameters increases drastically and increases the size of the image. If the size of the image is 224 into 224, then the number of trainable parameters at the first hidden layer with just 4 neurons is 602112. That's huge. Means the image is divided into this 224 into 224. Then 4 neurons, if 4 neurons are there, it divides into 4 neurons. Every neuron have 602112. Then it is a huge data. ANN loses the special features of an image. Spatial features refer to the arrangement of the pixel in an image. Then we have seen all the details about neural network, and we will see details of deep learning later for other unit. Here we have to introduce all the concepts which are related to deep learning. Second type is recurrent neural network. In ANN, looping is not there. It goes into one direction only, from input to output. But in recurrent neural network, looping constraint on the hidden layer of ANN turns to RNN. Here, this is the feed-forward neural network, and here recurrent neural network. Suppose prediction of output is not depend only on current status, current value. It depends on previous parameter also. Therefore, it goes to it uses looping. As you can see here, RNN has a recurrent connection on the hidden state. This looping constraint ensures that sequential information is captured in the input data. Suppose, for example, RNN captures the sequential information present in the input data, that is dependency between the words in the text while making predictions. This is sequential state data. What time is it? But while making predictions, at each time step depends not only on the current word but also on the previous words. Suppose only is, it is not meaningful. It depends on time. Therefore, O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, that is the output. At each time step depends not only on the current word but also on the previous word. O3 depend on O2, O2 depend on O1, like that. RNN share the parameters across different time steps. This is first time step, second time step, third time step, and fourth time steps. But challenges are there in recurrent neural networks. Large number of time steps are there. Therefore, it suffers from the vanishing and exploding gradient problem, which is a common problem in all the different types of neural network. The gradient computed at the last time step vanishes as it reaches the initial time step. This is the drawback of recurrent neural network. Convolutional neural network. CNN. It is also called CNN. The CNN models are being used across different applications and domains, and they are especially prevalent in image and video processing objects. The building blocks of CNN are filters, aka kernels. Kernels are used to extract the relevant features from the input using the convolution operation. Let us try to grasp the importance of filters using images as input data. Convolving an image with filters results in a feature map, output of convolution. Convolution neural networks were introduced to solve problems related to image data. They perform impressively on sequential inputs as well. CNN learns the filters automatically without mentioning it explicitly. These filters help in extracting the right and relevant features from the input data. This is the input data, cat and dog. First, it will extract the features. CNN captures the special features of the image. Special features refer to the arrangement of pixels and the relationship between them in an image. They help us in identifying the object accurately. This is the input layer, these are the hidden layers, and this is the output layers. It will predict the given image is cat or dog. This image is the input, then it identifies, learn to predict this image. It gives output as a cat. It captures the special features from an image. Special features refer to the arrangement of pixels. The image is converted into pixels. And accuracies depend on number of layers, hidden layers. Number of hidden layers are more, then results are accurate. And number of hidden layers are depend on input data. Relationship, special features refer to the arrangement of pixels and the relationship between them and in an image. They help us in identifying the object accurately, the location of an object as well as its relation with other objects in an image. In the above image, we can easily identify that it's a human face by looking at specific features like eyes, nose, mouth, and so on. We can also see how these specific features are arranged in an image. That's exactly what CNN are capable of capturing. CNN also follows the concept of parameter sharing. A single filter is applied across different parts of an input to produce a feature map. First, the image is converted into pixels, then it will convert two-dimensional into one-dimensional image. For that, as per the data, it converts this into, for this single, it converts into vector. Therefore, to calculate this vector data, single column data, it creates different matrices and calculate the values, and for that calculation it converts into, it increases hidden layer up to, it depends on image and size and all the pixel data. convolving image with a filter. 2.2 star 2 feature map is produced by sliding the same 3 star 3 filter across different parts of an image. 3 by 3 convert into 2 by 2, then 2 by 2 convert into 1. Like that it convert into vector data. In RNN, CNN and artificial neural network, data is tabular data. In ANN, RNN sequence data, that is time series text audio, and CNN image data. Recurrent connections are available in RNN network. Parameter sharing is available in RNN and CNN. Spatial relationship available in CNN, and vanishing and exploding gradient, it is in all the three networks. For deep learning, deep neural networks are there, and three types of networks: artificial neural network, recurrent neural network, and convolutional neural network. Data mining algorithms are there. After that, machine learning algorithms are there, but some limitations are there for every technique. For machine learning also, data mining also, the data is huge, the amount of data is increased, therefore it cannot process by traditional methods. Then we go for machine learning have some limitations. Then we go for deep learning. In machine learning, we have to extract the feature manually, but in deep learning it will automatic extract the features. And the accuracy of results in deep learning depends on number of hidden layers. I hope you understood all the concepts. What is the deep learning, what is the machine learning, what is the AI, what is the soft computing, what is the big data analytics. This is the difference of deep learning and machine learning. This is the manual process, and we have to here we have to automate the feature extraction in deep learning, not necessary to give manually. This is the major difference between deep learning and machine learning. Thank you.